Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Let's we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today. Animal Crossing New Horizons, where I try and figure out what I'm going to do for half an hour every single day. I suppose I just talk about random nonsense. You know what I was doing just before this? I suppose we'll get into it more after we see what Isabel's got to say, but I was purging all of my old things on social media, basically. Because, you know, it's kind of weird to have them on there when they're like 10 years old or whatever. But anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 5:37 PM on Saturday, August 15th, 2020. No big announcements today. Instead, have a fun Fawnhollow weekend and a fun Fawnhollow weekend. A fun Fawnhollow weekend we shall have. That was a poorly constructed sentence. What on earth did we get in the mail today? From Nook Shopping Mountain Song. Perfect. How's our inventory looking? Looking pretty clean, actually. I guess we can just water some flowers. I don't even know what we're gonna do. So yeah, I was just on Facebook earlier, and I was like, I don't even know what prompted it. At some point, I was looking at my profile, and I'd be like, wow, I have all these really old photos on from when I was. Let me think. It was before years, so I must have been like 13 or 12 or something. I might have not even been allowed to have Facebook at that age. Oops. But whatever. I'm legally allowed to have Facebook now, at least. And I was just looking and being like, man, I should really delete these. These are not very representative of who I am anymore. Oh, I suppose can we request a song, or is it at 6 PM? 6 PM. All right. We might be able to catch a song at the end then of this episode. For now, I guess we'll just water flowers. I don't think we really have anything else to do. It's a Saturday, so we don't have any guests. Although I will check out Nook's shop real quick, just for one, to pick up some gift wrap, and two, to see if they got any other tools we want to use. So yeah, I was just like looking at my Facebook photos, and some of them are real old. Like, some of them, there are photos in there I've uploaded from my DSi. If you don't know what that is, that was the second generation of DSs, which involved having a camera as well, and built into the DS. And I was like, man, this is old as heck. I don't even know if the people who are taking pictures will probably want those photos. So I was like, I don't want to keep these anymore. I don't care if I lose them forever to time. I mean, technically it's been uploaded to the internet, so I guess it's technically permanently archived somewhere in the Facebook archives. I don't care. Facebook, they stole all my information anyway, probably because I gave it to them because I was young. I didn't know what I was doing. Doesn't matter. Too late for that now anyway. So I deleted them. I deleted all those old photos. The only things I kept are my profile picture and my cover photo, which is just from like a nice nature walk, and my profile picture is just a nice picture of one of my holidays in Korea with me. So that was very nice. And I was like, oh, let's get rid of everything else. And then I looked at photos I'm tagged in, and I'm tagged in a load of random photos. And I was like, oh, obviously I can't delete them. But like, I don't want to be tagged in this photo still from when I was 12. But it turns out you can hide them from your profile. So I hid all of those ones. I hid them all up to like when I was about 17ish, and I was like, that's good enough, you know. That's close enough to modern times. It's not that really, to be honest, but it's basically, I kind of want to nuke my Facebook profile and everything, except for I don't want to have to re-add all my friends again, because that's so much effort. And also, it's kind of, technically I probably could, because the people I do want to still remain in contact with are my friends. I can just add them again easily, because I'll be like, I really contact them on different platforms. And everyone else who I've added and then, you know, never spoken to again, because they were like one random connection, one random person I met in university, or that weird business, you know. They don't have to be my friends anymore. Like, we're not talking to each other. We don't care about each other. We've gone from each other's lives now. So that's fine. I mean, technically I didn't have to nuke like everything, because already like I changed on my privacy settings ages ago to be like, only friends can see exactly what's going on. But I don't know, I don't want my friends to see that either. It's kind of weird. I was reading through some of my old posts. Let me unplug my phone so you don't get that annoying notification sound all the time. I was reading through some of the old posts, and I was like, one, I absolutely do not remember the context behind any of these posts, and two, these seem so weird. It's as some kids might describe it, as cringe, you know. But also, it's kind of fair. I mean, I was like 8 years younger than I am now. All I'm saying is I'm glad that when I came to my actual proper like mid-teen years and stuff, I didn't really post on social media much, which is good. It was only my early teens when I started, like my pre-teens, I suppose, is when I started posting on social media, which is probably why there's age restrictions and all that sort of thing. Yeah, it was just kind of weird. It was just kind of weird looking through it again. It was also kind of nice as well. I get to see like messages from old friends that they left like weird messages on my wall and that sort of thing, and I was like, ha ha ha, remember when we used to be friends? Oh well, that's in the past now, who cares? Gone. Delete from my profile. And then it got to the point where I was like, man, I wish I could do this en masse. So I searched it up. Apparently you could do it with a Facebook mobile app, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can do it with my other app, which is called Friendly, which is like I don't know, an API made one. It's not the official one, it's just like a one I liked more, I suppose. No, you can't. You had to do it on the official Facebook app. So I was like, alright, I guess I'll download the official Facebook app, apparently. And I downloaded Facebook Lite, I guess, which I don't know, is like a lighter version. Less resource intensive, which I was like, that makes sense. And then I deleted some of them, and it deletes some of the posts, and then it gets errors deleting some of the other posts, and also doesn't display a lot of the other posts. So I was like, oh my god. So then I went on to my computer, and I went to my activity log of all my posts on Facebook there, and then I would like scroll and I like clicked 2009 at the bottom one, which was when I started using Facebook, I guess, and then it listed all the posts, a lot of it, and to be fair, it did delete all the posts I posted, but it didn't delete all the posts of friends who posted stuff to my wall. And reading through some of them, I was like, they probably don't want this like publicly exposed anymore, right? So I just hid them all from my timeline. And then I did that for every other year upwards. And then I found out that the activity log, if you just click 2010 up the side, sometimes it only displays 1 month instead of the entire year, because, you know, why? I don't know. It just does. And I was like, okay, well, that's stupid. So then I found a way around it, is if you load up the post page and very quickly click on the year, it will actually load the entire year rather than just December. So I did that and then deleted everything and hid everything. I didn't buy a watering can. I don't know why I didn't do that. That was the whole point of me going to Nooks, wasn't it? Hello, Lily. Well, I guess we'll make a watering can. Do we have enough supplies? We don't. Let's buy a watering can. Oh dear. So anyway, what was I saying? I had to hide all of those posts manually as well. From the activity log, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much effort. I wish it just worked on my mobile. I wish there was just a button saying nuke everything from like before year 2017 or whatever, or 16, I guess would probably be more appropriate. So I did that, and I was like, oh my god. And then I found out the activity log doesn't even display everything, because I looked at my profile and I was like, there's still so many old posts here. So I went and hid every single one of those manually as well. So now it's basically done. I reached like the year 2015 and I was like, oh, that's good enough, and whatever. It's like, who cares anymore? Like, I already deleted and hid everything that I said, you know? All the other stuff are just things that people said to me, and you know, it's probably not that bad, I don't know. No one's even going to be looking. Because of my privacy settings, the only people who can see it are now friends anyway. And what friend's going to look through like the past 6 years of my profile? It was mainly just so, like, I don't know, on public records or whatever. People aren't going to search me up, and then because I don't like, upload many photos to my profile, I only had like 20 photos or whatever. So that means like around around photo number 5, it was like when I was 14 or whatever. So I was like, I don't really want that anymore. So yeah, I don't know. At some point I should probably just nuke my Facebook, because I don't even use it anymore. The only reason I use it is to talk to some of my friends, which I don't even need to do that anymore, because I have all these the friends I talk to on Facebook, I've got on different social media anyway. I don't need to talk to them on Facebook. I use like WhatsApp, I use Discord. You know, that sort of thing. I don't need this anymore. Facebook's just there to have old connections, and old connections I don't even talk to, so what's the point? It's just a running log of people I've ever met in my life. And some people I haven't even met in my life. I looked through some of my friends and I was like, I don't even know who you are. I don't even remember where I know you from. And some people I looked at and be like, I remembered, but you sent me a friend request and I didn't know who you were, but I accepted anyway because I thought I was meant to know who you were. And in one case, I remember she even messaged me being like, I don't know who you are, or whatever. And I was like, you sent me a friend request. I assumed you knew who I was, so I accepted. And then, I don't know why that stuck in my memory. I think it stuck in my memory because I was just like so randomly confused. I was like, who's this person? Oh, they probably know who I am. I'll accept their friend request. And they were like, who are you? And I was like, I don't know, who are you? It's utterly bizarre, the entire thing. Saying that, I mean, I was like 13 or whatever when that happened, so it was probably just like, she was randomly adding people she knew, you know? You know when friend count mattered? You're like, oh, look, I have 500 friends. Maybe I should just go around purging all these friends. You know, if I was to trim down my friend list to people I actually... If I was, of course, to do, like, close friends, like... No, I say good friends and up. It would probably be about 30 people, maybe. That might be stretching it even. Saturday, of course, KK Slider won't be... Not KK Slider. Crazy Red won't be here, only KK Slider. Like 30 odd friends. If we're going to go to reasonable friends, like friends I would consider talking to once in a year or so, that probably moves it up to like, I don't know, 50-ish. And you go to like acquaintances, maybe it reaches 100. But these are people like I would never... If they spoke to me, I'd be like, oh, hi, how's it going? It's been so long, yada yada, but I wouldn't like meet up with them or anything, you know? We are acquaintances, as in the definition of a word. So yeah, what was I saying? I don't know how I think I have like 400 friends right now on Facebook. I don't know how. Who are these people? Who are you? I don't know who I am. I don't know who they are. Probably. That's probably not true. I'll probably look and be like, oh yeah, this is like that person I met in one like college, university club that one time and I added them as a friend. I don't know. Just keep your social connections open for future possibilities. I don't know. Maybe one day one of them will be really famous and then I'll be like, oh, look, I've got them on Facebook, I guess. And then they'll probably nuke their Facebook account at that point. And look, I'm just saying, if this is pointless because if they do become famous anyway, at least if I became super famous, what I would do is I would nuke my Facebook account once it becomes a point that people are like digging up stuff on my old Facebook. I suppose I would nuke that, start a new one, and just only add the people who I want added. You know, just makes sense to me. You don't want that internet foot trail. Foot trail is not a word. Internet footprint, you know, social media footprint you're leaving behind. But I mean, it's a bit late, I suppose. If it's zombie internet, it's zombie internet forever, as they say. I don't mind the fact that if it's zombie internet, it's zombie internet forever. For a lot of the cases, like, I mean, like photos are uploaded from my DSi, for example. I don't care if that's on the photo. It's on the internet forever. I just like don't want random people, random friends looking at it. I don't want people to look at my profile and then see it and be like, I don't know how old this person is, or why does this person still have like photos from 8 years ago on Facebook? I don't anymore. My Facebook profile is now nice and minimal, which is how I like most of my things. How do I keep missing these flowers? I like to keep things minimal. I like to keep things tidy. I just wish Facebook had a better cleaning up option, but they probably don't want you to because they kind of want to have your data or whatever. It's probably something like if you delete it, they can't use it anymore. I don't really know. I don't know how data privacy works. Lots of door slamming, don't mind that. So basically, if you haven't changed your old social media privacy stuff, you should do that. Because I didn't just have Facebook at that age, I also had Twitter around that age. And that old Twitter's gone now, deleted it, so don't need to worry about that anymore. I mainly deleted it because some of my friends like Ali and Sophia randomly found it, I think, at one point. They were reading through it and I was like, this is embarrassing, so I deleted it as they were reading through it. I didn't like that at all. I'm too secretive about that sort of things. I'm not someone who looks at my past and be like, and goes like, yeah, that was me, whatever. I don't have that much confidence, I'm sorry to say. I'm more like, ooh, yikes. I don't want to think about that anymore. I want to think about who I am now and who I will be in the future. Not that I've got anything against like cringing at my past self, I suppose. Cringing just sort of means that you've changed and grown up, I suppose, from when you were younger. So it's not a bad thing inherently, I don't think. It's just more like, I'd rather not, you know, think about it. So yeah, I had an old Twitter back then, deleted that as well, it's gone. I got a new Twitter now, I don't post any, actually no, that's true. I have a personal Twitter now, which I don't post, I only use that to follow like my friends and stuff, I don't really use that all that often. I've got my YouTube Twitter, which I basically only use to post like thumbnail art really, to be honest. And sometimes links to videos. I'm kind of bad at using it, I don't know, maybe I should interact with it more, get more followers, but whatever. I mean, it's not like I'm pushing particularly hard to get my YouTube channel like big and growing or whatever. I'm just sort of here for fun. I'm here to vibe, as they say. It's all in good fun. Did we water these windflowers? We did. Perfect. We're just going around giving gifts, I suppose. Amelia was sitting down with Kickstarter, so we can't do that. I don't even know what we'll do for the rest of this episode now. I guess we can try and catch the bugs we're missing, but there's not really many. And they're rare spawns at this time, so it's going to be a bit difficult, isn't it? Anywho. So yeah, that old Twitter, gone. Deleted. Erased. New Twitter, here to stay. I mean, I think it's ironic, but I went through deleting all my past social media stuff, and here I am uploading YouTube videos every single day of my voice and narrating stuff about my general daily life. That's like some cruel sense of irony, because now that means I know basically what privacy is like on the internet. I know like what the dangers are, I suppose, of uploading your life. But you know, at this point, I like to think I'm older. I'm much more well-reasoned, I suppose. I'm not going to say too weird stuff. I'm going to say much milder things. I mean, I don't really care. Down the line, 20 years down the line, someone's going to find my old YouTube channel. If not, I can just purge it, I guess. And be like, oh, look at you, just randomly talking about... What did I talk about yesterday? Like printers or something? I can't believe you talked about half an hour of printers and fax machines. And I'd be like, yeah, weird, right? But it's not like, oh, they dig up posts I made when I was 13 of being like, why are you so rude to this one person? It's not even rude. It's more like I was incredibly sarcastic and snarky. Like I was like thought of myself as better than who I actually was. Wait, what does that make sense? Thought of myself too highly, I suppose. Like most teenagers do, to be honest. I was sort of like, oh, I'm better than you. Because I'm smart or something. So I spoke in like full sentences, I used complicated words at the time. To be honest, it's not really different to how I speak now, except for now I like to think I do it with less snark. Maybe. I don't really know. I was very much not that self-aware, I suppose, back then. So I don't want to read about that. At least now, if I watch these videos like 20 years in the future, I'm going to be self-aware and be like, haha, I was such a... Look at me. Doing my hobbies. Playing Animal Crossing. Getting better at speaking, I suppose. I mean, I said that's like one of the main reasons I started a YouTube channel. I was like, I want to just, you know, get better at randomly speaking. Which, you know, if you think about it, probably doesn't really work like that. It means now I'm really good at speaking on my own, I suppose, rambling about topics for half an hour. It's not really conducive to how conversations work in real life, right? I mean, I suppose on the bright side, if I ever have to do public speaking, I'm not so bothered by it. But I also feel like, just by getting older, I'm not so bothered by public speaking now. Given the option, I don't want to. If you're like, hey, do you want to do a speech in front of like 1,000 people? And I'm like, no, why? But if you're like, oh, do this for, I don't know, charity, I'll be like, oh, fine, I guess. It'll be okay. But I'm like, I'm not an engaging public speaker. I'm not like witty or anything. I'm very mild. I'm chill. I'm like someone you want to drink tea with. I'm not someone you want to have a beer with. It's how I'd put it, you know? Sorry, let me have some water. Or you can drink some water. I mean, tea's just hot water anyway. I know that's not what tea is, by the way, but still. And I do love my tea. The problem is... What happened to my voice? The problem is that drinking tea kind of stains your teeth a lot, and I don't want to stain my teeth all the time. Especially because I only have dentist appointments like once every 6 months. That means like 4 months of a year. 8 months of a year in total. My teeth got like weird stains on them. I don't want that. That is a hard pass on me. So yeah, basically old social media. I'm just glad that YouTube wasn't extremely big. But no, I'm glad I didn't become a YouTube creator when I was like 12, because that would have been weird. Saying that, I actually did make YouTube videos. I made 3 YouTube videos when I was very young. Let me think. I might have been 12 or whatever. And you know what they were? You'll never guess. They were Mario Party 6 minigame walkthroughs. You know, when people used to play through every single minigame, like in a Mario Party thing, you probably don't know because you probably didn't watch the same videos I did. But they're basically just like videos of playing through every single Mario Party game, just so that, I don't know, for whatever reason. I also swore a lot back then. Like, way more than now. Nowadays, I don't really swear. We chatted with Woody, right? We used to have 4 gifts to give out. Lily, Amelia, Diana. Oh, I don't know who the other one is. It's not you, Axel, is it? I don't think so. Oh, Sylvana, of course. I don't even know where Lily is. But anyway, yeah, so those videos, you can't find them anymore. They've been deleted off our previous channel, I think. Hopefully. Should we try and see if I can find my old YouTube channel? I'm obviously not going to say it out loud here. Oh, there it is. I don't even know. Well, there it is. I did in fact find it, so. But luckily there's no videos on there and nothing of note. So good job, me. Pat on my back. Don't need to worry about that anymore. My past can't catch up to me if I keep running away from it. Something like that. Alright, we have too much stuff in our storage. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing for these past 9 minutes, is we're just going to sort out our storage. Because Nintendo is very stingy and won't give us 1600, won't give us more than 1600 spaces. Please, Nintendo, please. Yeah, those old YouTube videos, like, I didn't even have a capture card or anything back then. It was literally me with my very old, like, camcorder, sitting in front of our TV and just playing Mario Party 6 minigames and just talking over it, I suppose. It was as great as you imagine. And by as great as you imagine, I mean pretty terrible, to be honest. I don't know why anyone watched it. We really had a snapping turtle model. I'm a fool. Don't know why anyone watched it. Don't know why anyone watches these, to be honest. I suppose if you like listening to someone ramble about half an hour about random topics like deleting your social media stuff. Anyway, that's just a forewarning for all of you. If you have social media, make sure your privacy settings are reasonable. Don't put stuff on there that you wouldn't want the whole internet to know. You would not believe how easy it is to find information like that. That's what I'm saying. If you became famous, you would... Why is this invisible? You would absolutely, like, purge all your previous social media stuff. Just in case someone could find something. I mean, if it's on the internet, it's on the internet forever, so they probably still could find it anyway if they tried really hard, but, you want to basically just make it not easy, right? We only need 2 of everything, probably, unless it's super cool. IMO. You just want to make it, like, difficult for the, like, the average person to do, right? Because if a hacker wants your information, the hacker's going to find your information. Not hacker, like, someone who really is getting paid lots of money to find out, dig up dirt on information on you, they're probably going to find it anyway. You just want to make it difficult for that one person who really dislikes your guts or whatever and is trying to get you fired from your job or something. I don't know. You just want to not fire, you want to just hide that stuff away from them. So we can't, I don't know, do something like that. Just be wary of your privacy settings, basically. Be wary of what you upload online, especially if you're young. Don't be like me, otherwise you'll have to do it 8 years later. You have to go back through all your old posts and hide them from your timeline or delete your old photos because they're embarrassing. Or weird. On the plus side, I'm lucky that I wasn't very controversial or anything like that. I didn't have very ignorant or bigoted views, I don't think, back then. Or hopefully not now either. I didn't mean to make it sound like I am now, but basically, it's just good that I didn't have anything super bad, you know. It was just like embarrassing. It was just like, oh, It's someone who's too young to be having Facebook has Facebook, making random status updates like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even want to recall them anymore. To be honest, most of them I don't even think were all that bad. 4 rusted parts. I don't know how long these have been in here. Do they not stack? They do stack. That's good. They're not bad. They're just like, that's kind of weird. I just don't want them there anymore. Not like I want to forget the past, my past or who I was when I was younger or anything like that. KK Condor. Have we had this one before? We haven't. That's a new one to add. What was I saying? Honestly, can't remember. Something about social media privacy. Is something about the fact that I didn't say anything all that weird. Yeah, it's just like, you know, when you see like a 12-year-old kid or something, they say something like, I don't know, if they like floss or whatever, you'll be like, oh, that's kind of typical for a 12-year-old kid to say. It's not that weird. But you know, I'm not a 12-year-old kid anymore. So I'm moving on a bit past that. Let's talk to KK Cider, get a new song. Let's hear it. Why don't we get Hypno KK? Because that's the top on the list. Hey, give me about one song. No space K dot K. A bit of Joy-Con drift there. And these are my blue and red ones. These are ones which weren't meant to have Joy-Con drift. That's bad. Let's have a seat next to Diana. And I guess I'll just be quiet. I didn't mean to talk to you, Diana, but fair enough. Let's listen to some Hypno KK, why don't we? Right on, man. Why didn't you give your pockets a glance? I slipped you a boot of a show. That was like unreal. Thanks for tuning your dial in my direction. Thank you, KK Cider. Well, we're going to give presents to any of you guys because you just sat down a bit too quickly. So while we load up Hypno KK into our jukebox, I think we'll round up this episode here. I don't know how on earth half an hour passes every single time. with me just doing random stuff. Saying random stuff every single time. Unbelievable. But anyway, hold on. Was there a shuffle window mode? I had no idea there was a shuffle mode on that. Let's leave it on that. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated, and I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's farewell. So until next time, how do I wave again? Bye bye for now.